Indonesia. What are the things that pop up in your mind when you are thinking about Indonesia? To me, nature, culture, travel destination, friendly people, and of course, delicious culinary. How many of you agree with me? Please raise your hand. Alright, thank you. However, as Indonesian, there's a significant crisis rising, and it has come to my attention. This is why I'm here to share with all of you. Severe waste crisis is what Indonesia is currently struggling. Open dumps, commonly known as TPA or landfill, are a stark reality across the nation. These sites, overflowing with mixed waste, pose a significant environmental and health risk. Last year alone, 35 landfills fire ignited, fueled by the massive mixed waste. Methane gas coming from the mixed waste. These fires release toxic substances, endangering the health and the environmental of the communities. This incident shows the urgent need for sustainable action now. This is the common look of Indonesia landfill. How many of you think the main waste of these landfills are plastic? Please raise your hand. Okay. Shockingly, a bigger problem might be hiding in plain sight. It takes 41% of the total waste in Indonesia, and that is food waste. This means a lot of the waste here are food waste, not only food scrap, but also good quality food mixed with unorganic waste. This contributing to environmental problems. Mixed waste is harder to recycle and to compost. This also often leads to piling up of the waste that creates fire. While the 41% of the waste is a massive problem, but it's also showing massive opportunities for improvement. That massive problem and opportunities estimated close to 21 million tons per year. What a staggering figure, right? And this is highlighting that we need urgent action. When we discard food, it's not only we are wasting valuable resources like water, energy, land, but we also losing and contributing a lot of the impact to the economy. And it's estimated 219 trillion rupiah per year. If you could keep food waste out of the landfill, would you like to know how? In a country where we are struggling with hunger, it's ironic that we also waste so much food. From lavish party and also daily household habit. Food waste is a major issue. This recent event in Karawang, where a massive amount of food are prepared as tumpeng and then discarded to celebrate the city anniversary. Their aim is to reach or break the record of Muri to create the biggest map with tumpeng. But when it got discarded, then it's highlighted there is a disconnect between our cultural values and then our sustainable practices. While breaking Muri record is exciting, but it's also important to consider the environmental and social impacts of such events. As Bali resident, I live in Ubud, Bali. I am glad and encouraged to see that Bali is taking steps towards a better waste management. The no separation, no pickup policy that recently implemented in Bali is a promising initiative by the local government. However, the implementation of the policy has some challenges. The number one challenge is where the waste accumulated, and also the processing option is very limited. This is highlighting that we need a more improvement and also comprehensive approach, including improved infrastructure and public education, not only for Bali, but also for everyone in Indonesia. We cannot afford to wait. We must take action now. We need to address the issue of food waste. What can we do? First, look at your food consumption. When you reduce your consumption, being aware of your consumption, then you are helping to minimize your food waste. What's next? Separate your food waste. And also making sure that your food waste is processed responsibly. That way, we can create significant impact. Teaching the younger and the older generation about sustainable food practices is very crucial. We need to instill the habit of separating food waste, because this is a simple yet powerful step towards a cleaner and more sustainable Indonesia. It's time to break the cycle of food waste. What does that mean? We need to start making conscious choices, from planning our meals to composting our food scrap. I'm here to share with you some of the things that my family and I have been trying and doing in our daily life. And this is making broth, or often known as composting, as our culture. What if you can save the planet with super simple way? One of the simplest way to compost is using bucket. This is cheap, simple, easy, accessible, and is effective. All you need, just a bucket, food scrap, and a bit of patience. Simply layer your bucket with brown material, and this you can find around you. Dried leaf or shredded paper, and then put your food scrap, and then layer them with a little bit of water also. After a week, you can turn them in the bucket. After 2-3 months, you will be amazed with what you will find in the bucket. You will find solid compost that you can use for your garden, and it's organic. And if you consume fruits, vegetable, ecoenzyme is one of the most interesting way to actually process your fruit leftovers. Well, technically ecoenzyme is not really composting, but it's a fermented liquid made from your fruit scrap or vegetable scrap, and then mix them with water and sugar. And with the process, it will become a fermented liquid. It will transform the organic matters into useful products, such as natural cleaner, natural fertilizer, natural pesticide. I have seen a video of the ecoenzyme community, and they are a big community in Indonesia. This video was highlighting how they clean polluted river using ecoenzyme. That was mind-blowing. One thing that ecoenzyme taught me, it was patience, because the process takes months. But I really enjoy the learning process. I also love to use technology for composting. This innovative technology called home biogas turns organic waste into clean energy. By feeding with food waste, animal manure like my cat poop, into the biodigester, it will later on change into biogas that I can use for cooking 1 to 2 hours per day. And not only biogas, they also produce liquid fertilizer. It's great for my garden. And I really enjoy the simplicity of this technology. With the big population in Indonesia, this bucket exchange composting services in Ubud, Bali is by far my most favorite composting solution because affordable and convenient. What does bucket exchange system means? Every week, they pick up my bucket full of food waste, and then they exchange it with empty bucket, and they took my full bucket. Simple. The Berkeley method is a game changer. With this way, it has a very impactful way to do faster composting. Changing food waste, if you see the burger in the middle, changing them only within 24 days from food waste to black gold, soil compost. This is so much faster than the usual or common composting period around 3 months. Then they will give back the compost to me. I can use the compost from my food waste to my garden. Amazing. But from this system, it could not only transform how we manage food waste, but it's also opening up business and job opportunity all over Indonesia if we can implement this, duplicate this all around Indonesia. I really much look forward to see this happening all over Indonesia. Will it be possible, Indonesia becoming a nation that make composting our culture? In 5 to 10 years, the answer lies to our collective commitment to sustainable practices. By taking action today, such as separating our food waste, we can contribute to a cleaner and healthier Indonesia. Thank you.